What's going on, achievers? Have you ever heard about law of attraction, visualization, or vision boards? In this video I'm going to explain you what they are and how they can help you to start designing and creating the life that you want. Coming up! Alright, so the term of law of attraction has been around from a lot of years, but it has become more popular especially since a decade ago that the documentary The Secret was released, and I recommend you that one. And basically it tells that we all as humans, we can attract the things that we want just for putting our mind into it. And maybe you think that this is so irrational and you don't believe it, but I promise you that despite being a scientific-minded person, when you understand the fundamentals on what it's based, you will find the logical part that you are looking for. And to understanding a little bit better, we need to take a look on a graph that represents how our minds work. And basically this graph tells that all the results that we obtain on our lives are initiated by our thoughts. Okay? And also the thoughts and the beliefs. And these ones are the ones that will produce our emotions, okay? Emotions and feelings. And the important thing is that all the actions that we do during the day are produced by trying to escape from some specific emotion, for example, fear or pain, but also to obtain some pleasure, for example. So the emotions are the ones that provokes our actions, okay? And those actions, do it repeatedly, will produce the final results. So as you can see, all starts with our thoughts, and apart from it, it's very likely that our final results will reinforce our beliefs. So it's very important to be on a positive cycle. And to put some examples, one thing that happened to me a few years ago, when I was in a very bad sentimental situation, a little bit heartbroken, it was that when I was walking through the streets, I started to notice more happy couples around me. And do you think that suddenly they were more? Probably not, but what happened is that my mind wanted to focus on that. And the same happened, for example, when you wake up with a bad temper and you predetermine at your head that all the future things that will happen that day will go the same bad way. And all of this is produced because we have what it's called the reticular activating system, okay? And what it does is basically a filter that we have on our heads that produces that we focus only on the things that we want. So the key is to trick our minds to focus on the things that we want to achieve and want to attract into our lives. And to help us on this visualization process, we can do some meditation. But during the practice, we need to focus ourselves on how we will feel when we obtain that particular outcome. Another thing that we can do is do some affirmations and also incantations, that it's basically the same but with more emotions when we speak the phrases. And these phrases need to be on present tense, and basically it's like telling ourselves that we have obtaining the things that we want in the future. And also what you could do is create what it's called a vision board, that it is the one that we are going to focus today. And this is very personal, and you need to adapt it to your own personality. And for example, for me, what it works is to put like big dreams, like I want to achieve a decade from now, for example, but maybe you prefer to put like some nearest achievable things. And maybe you also want to put some past photographies of you that reinforce the direction you are going. And for example, I like to put some people that inspires me and they are a model that I want to follow. So you need to configure it like you prefer. And to create the vision board, there are people that prefer to find the photographs and the titles on some magazines that they like and cut it and glue it on the pasteboard. But in my case, I prefer to search it online and then I print it, but also I have the photographies to create a vision board that I can put also on my electronic devices. And if you stick on this video, in the end I will show you the free software that I'm using to create the templates. And before showing my personal vision board, I will ask you if you can subscribe to my channel and clicking the notification bell, and I will really appreciate that. So this is my actual vision board, and I created like 3 months ago. And I'm sure that it will be changing during the years, but this is my vision now. And starting from here, we can see a photo of New York, and it's one of the trips that I want to do very soon. I'm basically crossing the ocean and going to USA. Then we can find an image of a family, and it's not something that I want now, but maybe a decade from now, it's one of the things that I visionate. Then we have a photo of diving, and it represents the adventure experience that I want to try. There we have Paraguay, that it's a cruise with my favorite band, Paramore, and they do like every 2 years, and I regret not going the last one, and I promise myself that the next one I cannot go. Then we have an image representing the team that I want to build when I create my business, and a team that it's driven to go to work and empowered to do great things. Then we have a vision of the penthouse that I want to have in 10 years from now. And maybe you're thinking, this guy is crazy and this is impossible, but it's the vision that I have, and I promise you that having that board on the corner when I normally work, it's like a boost of energy, and having that objective, it's like an extra motivation. Here we have my name on Wikipedia, and it's something that I want to try to achieve, like making an impact on society. Here we have Eileen from Lavender, and it's one of the YouTube channels that impacted me the most, and it was the one that started me on the self-improvement stuff. I really recommend you that channel. Here we have more traveling in Japan, one of my dream trips. Steve Jobs, one of my biggest inspirations. This goal represents basically to remind myself that I need to try things that are outside of my comfort zone. And it's because always, like 99%, when I try some things that maybe on the beginning I doubt a lot if I wanted to go, then I thought, oh my god, how I could not go. It was an amazing experience. So this basically reinforced myself to don't doubt and go for the things that maybe on the beginning it scares me a little bit. Here we have a photo of a beach and a MacBook, and represents the freedom that I want to obtain and being able to work remotely on the terms that I want. Here Warren Buffett, that it's one of my biggest inspiration on the investing world, and his long-term philosophy. There we find a photo representing the love and the soulmate that I want to find in some point of my life. Here a caption of YouTube with my channel having one video with more than 1 million views. And here we have the YouTube certification and the Catalan flag, that it's the nation where I feel represented. But in the past I was very obsessed on the nation and political stuff, and now I'm starting to be able to think outside the box and understanding different points of view. And also we have Elon Musk, that it's one of my biggest inspiration too, and his work ethic. Here I have a photo representing the public speaking, that's something that I want to achieve on the future. Tony Robbins, also one of my biggest inspiration on all the self-development stuff. Here a Tesla, one of the cars that I want to have in the future too. And here I have a photo representing the immortality. Maybe now it's not realistic at all, but it represents me wanting to contribute on the companies that are trying to at least extend the life longevity. So yeah, this is something that inspires me. Here I have more Paramore, that I told you it's my favorite band, and basically I want to go as much concert of them as I can. Here I have Stephen James from Project Life Mastery, that is another YouTube channel that I recommend you a lot. And then here I have a photo basically that reminds me that I need to enjoy the present and embrace every moment of my life. And here I have a photo with different guitar collection that I won at some point of my life, and also representing me that having materialistic stuff that I won, like different drums, different recording equipment. Here a music festival, remembering me that I want to go as much as I can, and also if I can, sometimes in my life I want to play on big shows. And here like another big house that I want to achieve with swimming pool, and a beautiful dog that I would really want to. And apart from having the vision board physically, like I told you, I have it on all my electronic devices. And to create this, you can use Adobe Spark, that is a free tool that you can use it online. You don't need to download any program. And there you can upload the different images that you have found. And with different templates, you can create the different screenshots through your Mac, the iPhone wallpaper, anything you want. And well, this was my video about vision boards and law of attraction. And like I told you, this is very personal and you need to adapt to your own personality. But I really hope that showing my personal one, I inspired you a little bit and you decide to try. And maybe you think that it's impossible to attract things that are so far from you, but when you see day over day, it's like an extra boost of energy that will drive you to that direction. And guys, if you haven't done yet, you will help me a lot if you subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up. And also, apart from this YouTube, you can follow me on my Instagram, my Facebook. You have the links in the description box below. And a few months ago, I created a video on how to set goals and have a vision for your life. You can check here on the description box below, and also on that button that will appear here. Thanks a lot for watching, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Dream big!